my mo bibia kwa ba emfa umbra ye platform yi eso na mitie sa nsem we no na eye misre and ensan enyem nwanwa enyem nwanwa because this is not the first time yehu sa eye favoritism any nepotism any family and friends government ewe Akuffo Addo aban mu. I mean, this is not the first time. Samobekaya Ghana just this year ya na edi Green Ghana Day. Ye ena ye ni enuade bi ebu nuagu fom. But ye fre edebi ye to esi honom aye twesika puduo di si honom. Na ya celebrate unrealistic ade ye nini wo honom ye nyan ye ho adwuma. Green Ghana Day. Debi asi ebu ye nua tugu ani. Galamseyfo ebugu na chainsaw operators nso ebugu. Nyemeni nukwaridi Ghana ye dada ye ho and me mentor baako Nyankopon fa ne kransi onya ni baby ko na me no eye radio program ne mpese me boni din ebia na obi ahwe na yi da na so obi aye ni watie ni show da e ba se ni pa kro betime gina so na wo hu me location itimi boni din o kan sem bi kire osimega Ghana ha ye wono politicians no, especially the incumbent government, the ruling government no, omo eden eto sika etugu. In a sense, omo di sika kugu wurama na omo agya na ho na omo aba. Green Ghana Day every year bia ye twa sika puduo dada ye ho se ye nese enua, but afinu nko mehia no na enua ne nyina wu because the day na ye nyina ebebo chenku ye nyina ebekwa kohia na ye ne president ye gu nua no so. That is the day obia be nani afiri dua no so. Enti concentration na ebema dua no agro from one step to the other no eni honom. And this is the reason why na owura ne kase Ghana ye to sika gu. President Akuffo Addo obo si ye ti sika so nanso ekom de but oba ye no sika no won de wafa ena ochebi gua na watutu bi nso gu. Ensema meka nyina yi eye the scandal be appear bontin, corruption be appear bontin, $180 million scandal I hit President Akuffo Addo na kache. And of course what is say munyanti bi ameka cho aremeyaw anas aremeyaw awo the Parliament of Ghana Mr. Anya anas asem na meka, but I'm trying to be yebeka say personification. What you say okoli twitche ma a personification midi ni gina ho amobi oye Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa Northton Emrashi Bidweni Orewe one of the brilliant and excellent member of parliament obo edwuma de Ghana to the extent say ade bi ebe kwose oman we no obe find solution and as obe find obe hwehwemu na ode ne findings the data and everything na it show clearly say this is indeed expose. For example, Kusibuatin any National Cathedral ho sensemi Orewe ena o review ema yehu de ekoso said Ghana National Cathedral no sana yura president wafa odinisa abo Ghana ye futuom ye kan say common fund omo odinisa bom ena omode ko wura the National Cathedral no o promise Nyankopon say Nyankopon mane be ye president ono President Akuffo Addo obesi asondan anka se Ghana fo o se ono besi asondan e dia ma Ghana eni Nyankopon but eni Ghana for ye na asondan yesi na ye me ya ne se asondan ye ntiminsi because ye ni sika asondan ye ntiminsi because ye ni sika. That is not the problem here. owura we na waye hwehwemu ahu se Akuffo Addo edi contract bi ama ne mmaya no ne mma no about $108 million contract for ambulance spare parts. Enti bra no mo de Akuffo sin enam court eka ambulance trials ni no na omunso ye niema wo sumase. You see, that is the reason why I will say who watches the watchman. When I says cuisine by, I stand to be corrected. Is it Manasseh Azuri now? Who watches the watchman? Manasseh Azuri. I stand to be corrected. So I don't know this side, but patrol him know ni manau the to comment section. I will be appreciating that. Who watches an army? We are better still. Me find it. Next broadcasting number mumaya way. Who watches the watchman? And the MPP4. Omo prosecute Akuffo no. Now omo na machiri the same ambulance no. Ho spare parts omo de akoma ne ba. Some be kaya de ntia meka say nepotism, favoritism, family and friends ahye Akuffo Addo ban mu ma eni se. Yet kroma na Ghana dey Henry Kote Accra Mayor, I think say on Accra regional minister or no ya Accra regional minister. And you saw mo na kwahye security and bibi sa. And you President Akuffo Addo instructi open kakraka we tintin grass yet say Henry Kote. Say obi a onim Henry Kote bia onim no osun wankasa. Akuffo Addo instructi no ka kire ni say onko. Na ohimpo na oyare a ontimi enye ne ho hwee. Ohimpo na sebie buru sebie nyaado. Ne ho dodo no onsori ngina ne nan so isan say Ghana anthem no etwago. Abusiani unite ase ya enti ase accredit team because that is mandatory anthem eba sabi kura na wo so gina honom etise oye o perform one of the compulsory prayers in Islam. O bompire obi bo okra jano na onye de ombo nwie owie wadwagu so. Sana President Akuffo Addo ema yehu ye ena hini omukọ share no na onde honorable also original nice. Na nka na nye problem because me anya ma asem no eno de say presidency no and as a president no oye ni dwumadi. Nyankopon pe bone and de bia eka aya na yeka se Nyankopon fa ne bo to ne ntem ba ebuo bi nso ho no ma ofa fast na wajem na bibia ko na ye nice. Sa President Akuffo Addo kuya na ne ba jankroma omoka Ghana national anthem na jankroma kita phone ye call ma camera capture no President Akuffo Addo hu bi wetimi ankoka hwe. Even one of the organizers ni bi call in change ekomano some signal say oh masa fa phone no to nche kakra wai enokra na abayi wan wo yinani as if say Ghana ina ehye ni bottom. You see, this is the hypocrisy at its highest peak. Akuffo Addo anka hwe enti yakase Akuffo Addo award contract e dia momo a me mega enye menwa because this is a last minute yebo extra time no the other 15 minutes to 120 minutes no aduru 5 minutes enti Akuffo Addo bon buga and ye won hwe ya odiri tikura besi hono enti ene ochiche Ghana japade no ofra o say hey deputy IGP anke tikuruma da ben na deputy IGP yi bi okuruma enti oba no afro hey deputy IGP uji we mi de yama mayo deputy IGP na wafre we hey asanti bedi atu obeye mi omokare say ambassador at large upon so ye mi secretary obeye ambassador at large enti ma san de piuso hey gabi asochi da ko uji sika we fasi hey asanti bedi atu obi wo sambra jisika we fa ko chimam fa kwesi enche beba. So this is the reasons why ibi ekase Akuffo Addo any MPP aban omo amebo man we and I take a lot of negative impact on our economy. Ene economy no enye resilient ni na no ejina yewura President Akuffo Addo ene ne bawumia so. Yebeko asema meka ye bia badwin se mega me bom tim na meka. The main anas no ewo hono. That is Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa. Yenkotie hawa osi expose sa expose we. Yenkotie nse no fambra koba I will be vindicated. So on tiasia o defa to comment section na mehwe. Na tie nse ni wi sensema meka me boa. And also on tiasia go and sue him. Okujeto Ablakwa. President Nankasa Kura asani ba no odini sa to form. Na wa wutie me. Menka se ohunya pa. But where wutie me a uni evidence bia se ura no edintro. That is what I mean. Into evidence say Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa entro no dia a simple uti asamna na wakusiu no. All right, thank you very much. Yankopo nshira yenkoti nse no fambra.
The SG, what's the name again?
AGL.
SGAGL. They say that you're peddling false allegations, and we are also your collaborators. We have attempts to verify same. So the unprofessional and uncritical media, and there's a warning here that we shall be held liable for reckless damage to genuine businesses and reputations. Most importantly, they says that the companies and transactions have at all material times, including during the competitive procurement process, conducted themselves with integrity and complying with due process of the law.
Doc, let me begin by strongly condemning this statement. Service Ghana Auto Group Limited, those who run this company, should be told in very clear terms that they cannot intimidate anybody in this country. They are not allowed to use such words on the Ghanaian media, on members of parliament carrying out their constitutional mandate, and on the Ghanaian people. Look, we are talking about cumulatively $108 million. If you add the $54 million on the procurement of the ambulances, the 150 million cedis that was paid to them between 2020 and 2023, and then the $34.9 million for ambulance spare parts, you put all of that together, it's $108 million. I invite them to come and read the annual public debt report that is submitted to Parliament. And you see this country, president, vice president, ministers, going a begging, sometimes for $50 million, $20 million, $10 million. You have come into the public space using our taxes. And as citizens, we are raising fundamental issues bordering on accountability, probity, transparency, breaches of the Procurement Act. We are reading the Auditor General's report, damning Auditor General's report. You just played the video, the Minister for Health telling the Assurances Committee in Parliament that they don't have a budget line for this. The $34.9 million is not in the budget. What does the Constitution of Ghana say? Can public officials just dip their hands in the public purse?
Well, they said don't blame them. They said they are private businesses. They have gone through due process.
How dare you
They have the requisite qualifications.
I'll come to that.
I'll come to all of that contract.
All of that is balderdash. Total hogwash. How dare you issue threats that you take a serious view, notice is hereby served. They think they can intimidate us. Intimidate duly elected members of parliament, carrying out. They think that what? We were voted to go to parliament to go and sleep, to go and just drink tea, cross our legs, and watch as people dupe the republic. Is that what they think our mandate is? Look, they should not annoy us at all. I am totally outraged at this statement. They attempt to call people unprofessional, uncritical media. I mean, how dare you? Our taxpayers' money.
They said the media has not spoken to them to get their side.
And so what?
That's what they are saying.
And so what? And then you use these words and you are issuing threats.
Which one?
Issuing threats. Notice is hereby served on those peddling false allegations, including by the media without attempts to verify same, particularly the unprofessional, the uncritical media. I mean, look at them.
They said they shall be held liable. Well, that means they could be sued.
Look at this company.
If somebody is caught,
at least they've succeeded in intimidating me, so that's fine.
Oh,
you?
please.
Yeah,
I would not be intimidated.
I feel so.
That you'll be taken to court.
No, I feel so. I feel so.
That you can be taken to court.
Nana,
scared.
can
I'm scared.
I
Yes.
don't. This is serious, man. I don't want any interjection.
Then go straight to the issues
$108 million of our taxpayer funds is what is at stake.
Okay.
It can construct my road, the bad road from Accra to Aveime, the traffic, the congestion that we go through, all those road projects which have been.
I'm sure you're not suggesting
which
that
have been stalled.
I'm sure you're not suggesting that acquisition of 300 ambulances and the subsequent maintenance is
I am
a bad investment.
I'm condemning the dubious inflation,
Okay.
and I'm coming to that. The sheer inflationary pricing, unconscionable. I'm coming to that. Look, what is false about this expose? I intercepted these letters signed by the Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta, dated 9 February 2024. What is false about this? Where Ken Ofori-Atta approves a $34.9 million contract and subsequently writes to the Minister for Health that his ministry will take care of $10 million. Quote, this ministry is only able to fund up to the tune of $10 million out of the amount requested and recommend that the Ministry of Health finances the difference through the NHI. This is Ken Ofori-Atta writing. When he knows that there is no parliamentary approval, NHI doesn't have it in their formula. I have all the NHI formulas here. The Honorable Minister has confirmed that.
But this is upon a request by the Ministry of Health, right?
Yes,
Okay.
by the Ministry of Health. Then that same 9 February, the second letter intercepted is here. The Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta writes to the Controller Accountant General, instructing them to release $10 million, equivalent to 120,711,000 Ghana cedis, at an exchange rate of $1 to 12.0711 Ghana cedis. It's here, signed by Ken Ofori-Atta.
I understand that money has not been
I follow through.
Has it been released?
I follow through.
Yeah, they went through Accountant General, went to Bank of Ghana.
Yes.
Bank of Ghana has done the LCs. However, a source at the Bank of Ghana told the Ghanaian Times that nobody has called nor come to claim the LC yet.
So I have here, I'll give you a copy. This is the invoice register from GIFMIS, which has payment vouchers from the GIFMIS system, the Ghana Integrated Information Management System. And based on the instruction that Ken Ofori-Atta issued on 9 February, the Controller Accountant General, from GIFMIS, it says that transaction number MOHHQGS00124/RW, payment to Service Ghana Auto Group Limited. Description: being release of funds for the establishment of letters of credit to procure spare parts for 307 ambulance vehicles. Date 23rd February 2024.
Same day.
23rd February. No,
Okay.
this was
2
9
weeks
February,
after.
2 weeks after. So from the GIFMIS records, funds have been released. Release of funds to the BOG, actually to Service Auto Group Limited. That is what the GIFMIS records reflect.
But so has the money been paid?
That is what we see from the GIFMIS. And you see, this government, remember when we started probing the Sputnik V thing, this same Ministry of Health and the Finance, we told us, oh, no money has been, we haven't lost any money. There has been no payment. It came up yesterday. And Dr. Okoboy admitted that, yes, that's what we were told, that they hadn't released the funds, only for the parliamentary probe to establish that actually the monies had gone to the sheikhs, those shonky sheikhs who imposted.
How much?
$2.4 million.
Okay.
As we speak, we haven't retrieved that money. They are up to that same game again, telling us, oh, it's not been paid. And you see, this thing,
2.4 million.
that was for the Sputnik.
The
Ajimamenu,
no, the minority leaders trial. How much is involved?
that's 2.3. Good point.
all right,
2.3.
okay,
Yeah. You see, the real prosecutions will start soon. And then you see this, when you talked about sources at Bank of Ghana, then it occurred to me.
According to the Ghanaian Times.
Yes, according to the Ghanaian Times. To make this observation, have you noticed that since this scandal broke, Nobody is putting a name to any statement.
True.
The Ministry of Health statement, they just said PR unit. No name, nobody signed. Then this statement, this annoying statement, this bogus statement from Service Ghana Auto Group Limited. We only see a signature. No name. Then Ghanaian Times reports that a source at Bank of Ghana says, oh, we haven't released the funds yet. We haven't paid the company.
We've done the LC, but nobody has called.
Yes.
Who come to pick it up?
Who is that source? Why is nobody boldly speaking to this?
No, we have sources. I sometimes put information on the basis of sources I have that are not disclosed.
Look at the quantums we are talking about.
Yeah. So your point is that why are people not bold?
Everybody is hiding from this. Nobody is bold to put their name to this. What are they afraid of? The imminent prosecution? Now let me come to the facts in this matter. They claim that they are a consortium that was put together for the procurement. I remember that all along that was hidden from us. It was my second expose which revealed that, oh, apparently there's the same guys, the same actors who had registered different companies and used to procure the ambulances. The first expose was on the spare parts, $34.9 million. Then in my second expose, I revealed that, oh, after further tracking and parliamentary oversight, I discovered that the same directors have registered other companies, all of them between April and September 2017. No track record in the importation of ambulances, servicing of ambulances. Some of the companies are even building construction companies, hurriedly put together. Now, after that expose, they are telling us that, you know, they formed a consortium and participated, a consortium called Service Ghana Auto Group Limited, and then participated in this bid, which began 15 November 2018. Take note of the date.
Yes.
So this consortium participates in a bid of 15 November 2018.
Yes.
I have the incorporation documents of the consortium here by the Registrar General, certified true copy, stamped. Service Ghana Auto Group Limited was incorporated 24th April 2020. And yet, in 2018, 2 years prior, 18th November 2018, they are participating, this consortium is participating in bids. Can you believe that? When they were not a registered entity. And this is a matter the Auditor General has raised. I have a copy of the Auditor General's report here. Read paragraph 75, page 33 of the Auditor General's report. In addition, records from the Registrar General's Department revealed that SGAGL was registered on 24 April 2020. Therefore, from January to April 2020, when National Ambulance Service referred maintenance works to SGAGL, it was not a registered company with the Registrar General's Department.
Now, does this answer the observation that you raised? In point 3, when they speak about the competitive process, the 15th November, point 3 says a total of 16 companies participated, inclusive of the 7 companies that eventually formed the consortium during the pre-tender workshop round. And then they list those 7 companies. But then they go and say these companies came together, leveraging their expertise and resources and emerging with exceptional value for money proposition in their compelling lowest bid. Okay, so therefore, the IV creates the impression that they created a consortium which led them to win.
Yes.
So I get the point you're making now. Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, when you look at the 3,
exactly,
it creates the impression that there were 7 individual companies.
And even read I. SJEGL is an SPV of a consortium of 7 companies that participated in the competitive procurement process.
Yes.
I is very clear.
Yeah.
So 2 years before
it was not just proofreading that they should have made on the statement, but
what do they take us for?
Maybe an application
what do they take us for? No common sense, no regard to our law, and then they are rather issuing threats. Now, let's come to the amount. They claim in IV that
why do you say there was no common sense?
They presented the bid. Let's leave it to the viewers. Let's leave it. We don't have time, so we'll leave it to the viewers.
Because they're playing with our brains.
Where?
So, Doc, if you read IV, Doc, please.
You will see the
please, don't you see that? It's to derail my thought process. I'm not falling for it.
Who's going to derail the process?
If you read IV,
are you allowing to get away with it.
And I've told you that
Checklist. Nana, you can write your point and then make
I'm
some.
trying to follow you. That's all.
The viewers are following me. The viewers
But
are
why do you
following.
accuse me?
Nana
of-
wants to help.
I don't need help. I don't need help. Please, I'm grateful.
but I want to
I'm
follow.
grateful.
I want
Thank
to
you.
follow.
Thank you for the help.
I
Thank you.
just want to follow.
It's fine.
Thank you
But
very
you
much.
shouldn't be accusing me. Like
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. I retract. Yeah. So Ivy, this Service Ghana Auto Group Limited is telling us
Yes.
that they presented the lowest bid,
Yes.
and their bid was for 133,000 per ambulance.
Yes.
I mean, what do these people take us for?
Why? What's your problem with that?
Unfortunately for them,
Yes.
I have once again intercepted all the payment vouchers
Yes.
from the Give Me system.
Yes.
What they were paid.
Yes.
What they were paid has absolutely nothing to do with this 133,000 per ambulance.
Why?
What some of them were paid. Indeed, if you look at ELOC Consult and Services Limited, they were paid 32,203,322 Ghana cedis, 14 pesos.
So they were paid separately.
Yes, they were paid separate. The 7 companies. They were paid separate. They split it.
So you see, interestingly,
They split it.
no payment was made to a consortium.
Yes. Yes.
No payment was made to a consortium.
Exactly. Very interesting
That is
observation.
the SA something.
Yeah.
Yes, no payment was made. Because at the time the payments were made, the consortium had not been
It
formed.
didn't exist.
Yeah,
and,
not before.
yes, it hadn't before.
No,
and yet
okay.
they say they
The
went to
payments
bid.
were made in December 2019.
Exactly.
Between the 24th and 27th of
December, yes.
So it was the individual companies that were paid
Exactly.
because the consortium didn't exist then.
Fantastic point. Now, this 32.2 million cedis for the supply of 40 ambulances. If you look at the Bank of Ghana exchange rate at that time, December 2019, it was 5.5. What you get is 145,353 United States dollars and 34 cents for ELOC Consult and Services.
That supplied how many?
That supplied 40.
So the 40 is also there.
Yes, it's here. Supply of 40 ambulances.
This is
here.
for supply, not maintenance.
No, this is just we are now dealing with the procurement aspect. Being payment for 40 number 4x4 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 316 CDI ambulance vehicles.
So this is full and final payment.
Yes,
Okay.
full and final payment.
For the supply.
Yes. So for the 40, this ELOC, an ELOC Consult, is the company that the same Stephen Okoro, who is a business partner of Jamkroma Akuffo Addo, Edwina Akuffo Addo. And we all now know that he's also a father. The one who gave Akuffo Addo his first grandchild or granddaughter. So when we are talking about politically exposed persons, we know what we are talking about.
Okay.
It's a fact. Nobody can deny that.
Right.
So the ELOC, the directors are Stephen Okoro and his brother Solomon Okoro Okereke. They are the directors. They were paid $145,353
Per ambulance.
per ambulance. Can you believe that? Hugely inflated. When the Auditor General has discovered at page 24, paragraph 46 of this Auditor General's report, that a unit price of this ambulance is $80,000.
Yeah, let me see.
That is what the Auditor General has discovered. It's here, page 24, paragraph 46.
Is this CIF or?
Yes, the same model, same specs. Page 24.
but
You go to page 24.
Is it
paragraph
factory
46.
price or landed?
Market value, $80,000. Then let's come to Best Engineer. And what is interesting is that same ambulance, same specs, different payments. Best Engineering, they were paid 26.6 million for also supplying 40.
40.
Yes. And when you do the Bank of Ghana exchange rate, the prevailing exchange rate as of December 2019, they were paid $120,476. So ELOC was paid $145,000. They were paid $120,000. Then you come to Blue Mix Company Limited. They were paid 15.9 million for supplying 35 ambulances. They supplied 35 and they were paid 15.9 million. If you do the exchange rate analysis, it amounts to $82,000, $82,066. So same ambulance, same specs. Some are supplying for $145,000. I think it's based on, somebody said that even though they were all invited to the same party, Some had a VIP stand, you know. Some were more special.
But what they're
others.
saying here is that these companies came together.
Yes.
Leveraging their expertise
Yes.
and resources. And I underlined that.
Yes.
Expertise and resources.
Yeah, expertise.
And emerging with exceptional value for money proposition, their compelling lowest bid of 133,000 per ambulance.
Per ambulance. Which is
so what
false.
they are saying is that 7 of them participated
Yes.
among 16 companies.
Yes. And
then they, the
yes.
7, they formed a consortium.
Yes.
And presented a bid of 133,000.
Yes, per
is there
ambulance.
proof of that?
No, there's no proof of that. No proof of that. The payment exposes this as a blatant fabrication. Pure falsehood. These are the payments.
Could it be part payment?
No, full payment. Well, how can 145,000 be part payment?
No, the one that is lower.
$145,000.
Because you see, I'm trying to make
No,
sense
it's
out
full
of the
payment.
different.
No, that is yes.
Yes.
That should
Because
tell
their
you what the
statement
payment-
says that they together presented a
Yeah.
bid for 133.
falsehood. Falsehood. And I'll point more falsehoods in this statement. They have no respect for the Ghanaian people. Falsehoods. So this is Blue Mix. DS, I'm done with Blue Mix. Prestige Era Company Limited. DS is also 145,353.92. Then let's continue. More payment vouchers. Luxury World Auto Group Limited. DS is also $145,000, $347.49. RDC Company Limited. DS is 77,000.
How?
Yes.
How?
This is the actual, that is what the Auditor General discovers. That this ambulance average 80,000.
That's what I'm asking.
Fair
If
market
these
value.
were not part payment.
It's not part payment. It's here being payment for 40 number 4x4 Mercedes Benz. If it's partial payment, it will have been stated.
Is it a 4x4?
4x4 number 4x4 Mercedes Benz printer 316 CDI. Same specs. Same specs.
Look at point II of their statement. If the payment voucher says 4x4, look at point II. There's something interesting. The last line.
Yeah, okay, yeah, vary to 4x2.
Yes.
Yeah, 4x2.
So
Yeah.
they are saying the specs was changed.
The specs was changed.
downgraded.
It was downgraded.
To
But the
4x2.
payment was not downgraded.
Okay.
Payment was not downgraded. It's here. Payment was for 4x4. And this amounted to $77,000 and 46 cents. So what are they talking about? What are they talking about? Let's continue. More falsehoods. They are also claiming, if you come to page 2, under the $34.9 million spare parts scandal, they say that the after-sales service and maintenance agreement was entered into in December 2019. Is that not what you see? Is that not what you see,
Yes,
Doc?
yes.
December 2019. Meanwhile, let me bring you to the Ministry of Health's statement of 25th July 2024. The first paragraph of the statement. It says, on September 10, 2020, the Ministry of Special Development Initiatives signed a contract with Service Auto Group Limited for the provision of after-sales service and maintenance for 307 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 315 CDI ambulances. Who do we believe? Ministry of Health says they signed September 10, 2020. Service Ghana Auto Group says that it's December 2019. When was it signed? Who do we believe? And I can understand what the ministry tried to do. You know, the ministry is conscious that this company was incorporated April 24, 2020. So they don't want to fall in the trap which the Auditor General discovers, that they signed the contract before the company was incorporated. So they say September 10, 2020. That is when we entered into the agreement. But this company, in a hurry to harass people, intimidate people, they don't even know what they are talking
Yeah,
about.
they said after sales service and maintenance agreement was entered into in December
In
2019.
December 2019. Meanwhile, Ministry of Health has told Ghanaians that 10 September 2020. Who do we believe?
So they are saying that
Then let me come to
they won the procurement of the vehicles.
Yeah.
And they also won the after sales service. They got an agreement in December 2019.
yes.
Then in April, they call themselves consortium companies.
Yeah.
They then incorporated an SPV.
An SPV, yeah.
What is consortium company?
Yes, a group of companies. It's
Yes,
the same
I mean-
SGAGL. So all this while, since 2018, it's not been incorporated. It's not a legal entity.
Let me ask you a question.
And if you read the Auditor General's report, the Auditor General indicts them that you don't do that. It indicted the National Ambulance Service and the Ministry of Health for entering into this arrangement when the entity was not registered. Paragraph 74 of this Auditor General's report.
Randy, the question is...
Then it continues.
Just a question.
Yes.
Okay, so Sami is making claims. The company SP something
Yes.
is also making counter claims.
Yes.
How do you resolve it? Are we going to leave it at the
No,
stage
we will not. That's why I've
He has
gone to the
petitioned the
OSP. I've gone to the OSP.
Okay.
And let me confirm on your show this morning that 3 days ago, on Tuesday, the OSP sent a crack team of investigators to interview me. I was really impressed with their professionalism for more than 2 hours. And they formally informed me that they have opened investigations into this matter. You know, initially, the letter we got was that they were considering if it falls within their purview.
Their mandate.
Their mandate. Now, they have confirmed that it falls within their mandate and that they have opened investigations, and they have interviewed me for more than 2 hours, and I've submitted additional documents. Now, if you look at the cost of these ambulances, we have paid $54 million. That's what the Auditor General discovers when you read page 2 of this Auditor General's report. And that is what they are trying to do by dividing 54 million by the 307 to get 133,000. But the Auditor General has discovered from page 24 of this audit report that the actual value is $80,000.
So where is that value?
You didn't find it. I gave you the page. Page 24.
I couldn't find it on that page.
Page 24.
You give it to me. So
It says the premium per Mercedes-Benz Sprinter ambulance was $8,000 based on 10% on cost of $80,000 per Mercedes-Benz Sprinter bus. You see here? Sprinter ambulance, pardon me. You see here?
And the cost now is what? 113.
When you come to
133.
133, that's what they are saying.
So that's about
Even though it's not accurate, they were paid. Some of them were paid more than that. Then you come to page 2 of this Auditor General's report, and you see here from page 2 of the Auditor General's report that we quote, in 2020, government procured and distributed 307 Mercedes-Benz ambulances at a cost of $54.3 million. When you do the analysis, the actual cost, this $80,000, we should not have paid beyond $24.5 million. So this was inflated by about $30 million on the ambulance procurement alone.
Well, they are saying that
Then you come to,
they paid...
let's come to the servicing arrangement. You see that even though they try to attack the Auditor General and say that, question their professionalism, that they didn't hear their side and all of that, they proceed then to confirm everything. First of all, they have admitted by the payment to government, the refunds to government, that they engage in over-invoicing. It's clear. Because the Auditor General indicted them that this is a company that engages in over-invoicing, which, as we all know, is fraudulent. It's a crime. They have paid back, complying with the Auditor General. The Auditor General also discovered, when you go through this Auditor General's report, that they don't have garages. They are using garages belonging to the state. Now they are claiming that they did renovations. Yes. But read VI under the contractual projected budget for spare parts at page 2. They say that other projects in Ho and Takrady have stalled due to land litigation, virtually confirming what the Auditor General says. They are now giving excuses that because of land litigation. And yet we are paying them between 2020 and 2023 for this.
I'm told that this
servicing. We paid them $150 million.
$2.1 million in the agreement, which was supposed to be used for the setting up of workshops.
Yes.
So whether
that has not been done.
Where's the agreement?
So we have asked for it at Assurances Committee. The minister has up to next week, by close of next week, to submit the full contract. Because here we are, they can't even tell us when it was signed. Ministry of Health says September 2020. They are also saying December 2019.
Is there a parliamentary inquiry in addition to OSP?
Well, that's what the Assurances Committee, is pursuing, in this matter. But there's no separate probe by an ad hoc committee on this matter. So look, the more you go into this, and then they now
wrap up for me.
They now want us to believe that this $34.9 million for spare parts, they say, oh, they didn't factor in medical equipment and all. The entire ambulance with medical equipment, fully equipped, Auditor General says it's $80,000. Let's even go with their dubious $133,000, which payment vouchers have exposed them. How should we be paying $113,000
For spare parts.
for spare parts? And you say we are yes,
medical parts.
and you say as if the $80,000 market value, it doesn't include medical parts. When we say an ambulance, it's a vehicle with medical equipment. So how can the spare parts be more than the value of the ambulance? I mean, what do these people take us for?
All right. Okay.
So
we'll
look,
find out. Yeah.
this statement, they shouldn't have issued it.
All right. Well, at least they've succeeded in intimidating.
They have worsened. That's the only thing they want to achieve.
So I'm saying that they have achieved that. They've
I know you. I know
intimidating
you can never be intimidated
I feel intimidated
by this hog.
ene da hono manka so beka ene da hono manka so be expose okuya to nyankopon hira o owura we ye bompa ye se ndc eba aban mu a oberumeni in that honest, in honest life na we live no na ntesa na se okuja to ndc for ba na osisa hey Ghana for ebe yobi eno de amedi kan aka na se ndc for ba na remain on this same behavior obekọ akiri said the bomia maybe a president former president Akuffo Addo say owura we obekọ akiri ontra wudi nti obekọ akiri ampanya pampa ene bomia ntro wudi nti odna kọ akiri ene bomia nya kwan be ye flag bearer. At least we are number 2 of this country, and this is the time about me be opposition na atimi akotena se na bibia ye wa na wa eti nyame ni nukwade nsema okujeto ablako e kan no. There is no single statement to make ya air force. Every bit of it aya de ekoso ujidi o unjindi o ewoso jidi Emadikaka also prepare for your document. So if you think say they all can enter, prepare for your document and meet him in court. And I'm not afraid. You can also sue me as well. But me sue me because the platforms near the end. We all know say no quarry. A DNT presidency a babo until Munya respond here. Ejapade Akuffo Addo one responded 2016, 2019 one responded. Finally, election year we see then a president Oba Abontin be responded to Ejapade buku no. When they can no muyo Yapaji Ghana is your hopes in Makotu. You see what Nancy me hopes na sento. And my man can say me hopes na do Yankopon shira. Me do hopes and cannot say be oya and sim hunubi. The day I was stepping the fort in America, so I could tribunals the naba only useless abua papu. That day, no, and I'm here very disappointed in Hopes Nadoye. But the day I Hopes Nadoye free MPP, and I'm here so proud of him. Say, hey, Bimaba, Efo Japata, Efo. Say Hopes Nadoye, Efo, Melekukuyo, oh, F1. If na me mega region bien who minti omokasa na tribe bien ho. What I say, Obatambala, what I say, Mukari say, we the bunny no. be ka the amount what I say enti the day yewra Hopsin Adoye ofri MPP amanyekuo ni mu ena me mega mani gie ena me hu say assembly ba beba because the person no mu use no against the citizen, the person now no mu use no against the development of this nation ene ni sajene osi wajemu na obesnya ide obefri MPP amanyekuo ni na mpa na pampa wo free. So that was the day I was very glad to see Hopsin every MPP amanyekuo ni mu. That was the day me here very happy say Hopsin every MPP amanyekuo ni mu. And mama kan crunch row Hopsin any Bribery na all boy japade buku no alam kwadwo kiremante me papa Akuffo nhyira otuwe wuni say onye president, you can never be president, and utam twamu 2008. That is the hard truth. Me see munya abotre me bebie nsem ni akire why nya abotre na tie me ba cho nya abotre so akundwa tenase na no mi so kakra na homso na tie nsema me beka no me see alam kwadwo kiremanten emre twam 2008. That was the time or give you up Edema President Akuffo Addo candidate then. Because Ojema na President Akuffo Addo who say, hey, akwa media won any akwa media won my in Syria, and there is nowhere akwa be president to Kuruma under my watch. And we all know say Akuffo Addo since and our Akuffo enye the enteli yakaso obi ni biteli a, it means they can match your mbeka biano e kobe nkurumu. Enti bra yewra alam kwadwo kiremanten ojem edema yewra President Akuffo Addo a ena Akuffo Addo ball cross o say eja oba ene huhu konkron di muti amen ena ball cross say hey me na waja mame no under my watch onye president that, and that is what is happening. And do you know something? The omoye ya na alam kwadwo kiremanten omuma ni trade minister ni na no na nada monkai ana trade fair contract wa mo de buy alam kwadwo kiremanten na so no sign, because the trade fair no na den na ewo yewra alam kwadwo kiremanten under the Ministry of Trade and Industry. One signing and omu pia document ne we and omu de kwa shake no for atani desk. I search mafia no ba kono no omu we omu secretary ono no trotro omu bia na wa sign ase and o sign ye kurumga enti honum na Akuffo Addo se hu se hey se me pese me yi Ghana suri ha na so so sign ya kurumga ye behwe hwan ye behwe de obeye president honum na President Akuffo Addo fa yewra alam kwadwo kiremanten ho another plan B, because already know plan A honum and they be make plan A and work plan B work and offer plan B no. So I'll make sure say this election you will be intimidated. Your best me abo where you candidate na so uye yibian so ye be ma watchro. And that is the same exactly what happened in MPP presidential primaries no. Eti alan de abufuo eni free amanyekuo no mu asema me kan mega me ni tro nkyerɛw ɛyɛ nsema akoso, and sometimes no we journalist, sometimes no we activist, sometimes no okasa ɛwɔ baby a anya de bia na de ho evidence ba. That is what you have to put it at the back of your mind, because the more we the evidence ba ne nkofo ɛyɛ de yo kai hu so you be document, kai hu so you be audio ɛna abɛbɔ next time nipa kro no o kan ho fa ma. It has some making. I got it from a very wide source, and oti ni pakro oti mi bi esansem we so yem behyew o yem behyew enti honum na ala nkoti na ase ena ohome so ena open so kakra wo huru nanim, because na ntokwana no ohye omo asisiw na omasan bo agent nani so ama nyankopon ko anka nani eyitoye akoye omo nani so me kire super delegate conference nti honum na ala nka se me I will never go for any November 4th election because already now you have proven to me say the biano mobile election mobile me and Alan and crop water say advising and also and on bopo hopes in na say then time no hopes will meet in say but no munyanyi no munyanyi hopes in free party nim ya bobia samwa Abubakar Sadiq hopsin adoye any omo makikaika hu na mpanfo MPP fo mpanfo bi na omo odwumadi na se na omo ni Alan ye meeting e na omo sisi Alan bebi ade na duru no edin se obibiti the opposition party, that is the biggest opposition party, JDM, because uti nsema JDM nkofo kan nyina na e kire se JDM omo afe no and omo hia no enti do you know something yempe ade a ye ni eni eye NDC for ebeteli eni NDC for omo project no ana omo policies no ebetimi I level ebetimi afa ebetimi amachi na yenyi yani omo kan so ye kan omo kan so ye kan na yenye MPP ketwa bi na MPP nkosi opposition na yenmi ne yemeka sebo MPP for yeyi mu yi ye firi aban mu na modwen se modie mo beka aban mu and that is the planner yewura alam kwaje chiremantin any hopes na doye omo afa so and it is a perfect and best planner me mega I support it. This is plan we why na plan bibia oba abonti ambeka onka I just say mega me na me nya information no and that is the information me magada nti ade yewura ala na ye no let me tell you anya president no padio aye na adwen say obetwe some of the MPP nkofo no bi obeka message e beto makoma so na watwe bebre afi awanyuko ni mu na o ma beto abanama ne basa nso ye den MPP for mu lusu e basa MPP for mu lusu so the more oxygen the more omo subtract na o twi bi firim no na omo waiting e kofom I saw the more practical example. I saw the bag of cocoa SC skills. So, the more we say be free, na sorty, waiting sorty. Sana Alan MPP for my. It is the more Alan ninsa me ye deno na MPP for. Bibri e free man ko na show mo before. It MPP. Hopsin adoye any Alan kwaje chiremantin. Omo aim ni se omo di MPP beko opposition na omo di omo se si omo bo akase mo se ka se beko opposition we don't care however it happen mako opposition mfa ho ya baba ye yamba ban mu and let me tell you NDC for binum guso omo ni Alan edi nkomo se Alan se wanya kra na they would try and fix him somewhere a obetimi atwe MPP for ni binum aba ama omo prosecute omo and hoping adoye it applies to him too. We see, yeah, you die and die. We have information. We have the legit information. You die and die. We have the legit information. So that is what is happening in Alan's camp. They know clearly say they can never win this election. And NDC for us say, oh, money bit is a cheddar. And it's you know, ada small and you miss say ye den and Alan kwaje chiremantin omo ekwaye wadu quality omo ye we wadu quality omo kika wo brofo bi omo demand ba me ye fi meka chirema omo kika amanyuko bebre abubum including UP Akuffo Addo odike Abu Sankara any omo kika ho den and omo yes your information ni na gu yensam MPP for afi omo ho be mo boss say so the only option is on BWM and that is what always they are thinking about and it will never succeed if we try to rig this election to better so forever and ever and it will be very hard for you to win this election in this country. You have a pound a compare Kennedy Kai, or MPP had never even once won election in this country before. They be a patapa, a yen chagum, a yen yesi, and a modi win election. Apo in a pampa 2012 MPP for one win 2016 MPP for one win 2020 MPP for one win 2020 ya no moko kwọtụ 2016 die ebeka se na yahudi enti Ghana foto abana nkasa no de nyameni no kwadi but yen ka no kware kire ho MPP for ebebo man wi se to mo so a enti Alan only Yewura hopes and a strategy number of mega I support 100%. We all know they know clearly see they can never win this election. Alan can never be president again. Alan ne tell me twem yen ka no kware kire ho Alan tell me twem and he knows that onimpa Alan him say oye den the team no conwo from crowd untimi me president of Ghana or let's say oye the leader of NDC because krom ha no ne yaye ni say enye NDC MPP and yenhwe ye be take impact since the end of this world and at the end of how ibekwakusi nje wusia formation wo mami fa wusi emre ne ko mami fa wusi enti ye kan menji achingi formation no ho what you say formation no ho mami chi ba for him fi New York America bridge memu mami yankopon nye okese me mami we ya bi ehwe fi UK yankopon enhira me mami papa ene obi bia nso a ohwe mega TV yankopon enhira me mami unis fosia and the other part of the European countries ni na UK Germany Italy Netherlands Belgium and the kikaika hu na no yehu mu pa wa yankopon enhira mo monko so na mon support ye na best subscribe na like dwumadi no share na for my na obibia entimi hu nyuma pa yenso yedi eboa an konkron Ghana yankopon enhira makra bye bye.